Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about ICF ACC credential. Last week I received ICF International Coach Federation's official ACC Associate Certified Coach Certification. And I'm really happy because I worked for it for 4 years. So I want to share my experience and how you can be an ACC if you're interested in being an ICF certified coach. So there are 2 ways to become an ACC level coach. ACC is the beginning level of the coach certification from ICF, ACC, and there next is PCC and MCC. But I decided to go for ACC because 4 years ago I was I had been working as an intercultural trainer, but I saw the trend that a lot of training companies want more coaching aspect, or trainers to have more coaching skills. So I thought, yes, coaching is the way to go. And even before that, I read a lot of books and I was really interested in becoming coach. So I decided to invest in myself, and I joined a program offered by Coach Masters Academy, and I joined a 4-day program in Bangkok. And the reason I chose that one was because compared to other coaching programs, the price was more affordable for me. And but the program was on ICF's ACSTH path. There are 2 paths. One is ACSTH and the other is ACTP. The difference is the training hours. ACSTH has less, but ACTP has 125 hours, plus 10 hours of mentor coaching is included. But ACSTH is shorter, and the mentor coaching hours were not included. So for me, ACTP was too long and too expensive for me. All I needed was to say that receive proper training program and say I am a trained coach and I'm ready to offer service as a coach, not necessarily certified as an ICF coach. So that's why I went for ACSTH path, but it took me in the end 4 years because I had this fear of getting mentor coach and recording my coaching session. If I took ACTP path, mentor coaching 10 hours is included, and also from those mentor coaching sessions I could have gotten recording and I could have submitted to ICF right away. But because I took ACSTH, I had to do the mentor coaching on my own, and I had to prepare new recording because the recording I had from 4 years ago, I felt like they weren't good enough or they were too old. So that was the hard part of going through ACSTH. So if you're determined to become a coach, and if you're clear that you want to become a ICF certified coach, I would definitely recommend you to invest more time and more money to take ACTP path, because everything is included, part of the training, so you have less decision making. It's more automatic. You just go with the program and you'll be ready. But ACSTH, the good thing is you can say you're a coach, trained coach, as soon as you're done with the program. and probably the price is less. But if you want to become an ICF certified coach, then you have to find a mentor, and you have to take the extra step on your own. So, but if you're determined, probably it's easy. But for me, after I got certified as a coach and started working, I lost the momentum. So it was really hard for me to go back to this certification mode and find a mentor and work on that for 10 hours and this and that. Was too much work. So, but I am proud that after 4 years, I was able to complete it. And I think the important thing for me was how to make it more automatic. Because like I said, if you take ACTP path, it's part of the program. So you just go with the program. So it's not for you to decide. So you use less willpower. But if you take ACSTH path, there is decision you have to make, and there's more willpower. And so how I made my willpower, I want to share with you. So first of all, I made the path really, the task smaller. I thought, okay, mentoring, mentor coaching 10 hours and recording. When I was thinking about it, such a big chunk, I wasn't really motivated. I was like, wow, overwhelmed. But the first thing I thought was, okay, so first, just find someone who could be a mentor coach. Pay attention to people around you, and who do you want to be your mentor coach? And I happened to meet this coach, ICF certified coach, of course, and she was a really nice person, and I thought, yeah, this is it. Maybe I will ask her to be my mentor coach. And she was, very experienced in mentoring. So of course she said yes. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to invest my money and time on this. So we started doing the mentor coaching. But again, it's really, 10 hours, and then you always have to find someone who are willing to be coached. And you have to make the decision to find the person and do the recording and everything. So I turned in my own, like 3 people's recording. But again, I lost the momentum. Then what helped me again was not my own willingness or my willpower, but my mentor coach. My mentor coach introduced me to 2 different people. So actually, I asked her for help, and she helped me. So this is again important. Try not to do everything just on your willpower, but ask for help, and maybe other people can give you resource or different ways to do it, so it's easier for you. So she introduced me to 2 people, so it was really easier for me. And once she introduced me, it's kind of like automatic. It's not your decision, but she introduced me. So there's the situation that I have to contact that person and move on no matter what. So that helped me, like making the environment easier for you to move on. If you just depend on your willpower, sometimes it's really, really hard to just move forward. It's kind of like you are getting on the treadmill so that you can make steps forward. So that was one, and I did that. And the next hard part was transcription. Transcribing, you have to have all the conversation transcribed, but it's a lot of work. But I was told about this online automated transcription service, so I used it. So the rough transcription was done automatically by AI. Everything was transcribed. But of course, because it's natural conversation and a lot of pauses and a lot of ungrammatical conversation, there are a lot of typos. Then I had to go through everything to make sure that everything is typed correctly. But that took a long time. also. That was another fear or the hurdle that I had to go through. But what I did was, although it took a long time, I made sure that I do 10 minutes at least every day. Of course, some days I pass, but it's okay. I'm not in a hurry. It's okay. But as long as I do something, that's fine. Try to be nice to myself. And I did that. And another thing that helped me was my mentor was willing to go over the transcription too. So I didn't have to feel like it has to be perfect, because I had another pair of eyes checking the transcription. So that was the whole, thing that I had to go through. So I had to go over face the fear of just mentor coaching, something big. But I started with just thinking, okay, let's find someone who I like. And then the fear of finding people, so I did on my own, but I asked for help. And then fear of just doing big transcription work, but I got the help of technology and another person. So what I want to say is, by doing this coaching program, coaching journey, I learned most about me, and I had to face my different fears, and I had to step forward every time. Although sometimes I feel like it's a really long journey to go, but in the end I feel like, yeah, it took me 4 years, but that's fine, because as long as I got credential, that's fine. Because as a coach, I've been working, so it's just a credential, but it means a lot. And I am really, really proud of myself being able to be persistent for 4 years. So I hope that me sharing my journey of facing my fears and overcoming this challenge and accomplishing something that I wanted, I hope that maybe you can face your fear and still take a step forward. So I want to ask you a question. What's your fear? And how can you make steps smaller? And who can you ask for help? And what kind of technology can you use to help the task, to make the task easier? So today I talked about making the environment easier for you. So how can you make the environment so that facing your fear will be easier for you? So I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. See you next time.